Oh, good evening and welcome to the preview of Sha Tin for the Tuesday meeting. It's a day meeting. Unfortunately, we're ruled out of the TT jackpot by virtue of the fact of two unraced runners in the first leg. As you're all aware, we never ever play any race where there's unraced and we can't evaluate all the runners equally. So we're out of that, but on face value, it looks quite difficult. So never know, it might be a blessing in disguise, and it may not go off, and we can join in next week and get a free run at it. We go to Sha Tin race 1. It's not a bad meeting. There's a couple of reasonable races later in the day. Some good quality horses resuming from spells, which is always a concern. The sprint race is a terrific race, and so is the 1400 metres. Well, we start the day, race 1, not much of a race. Step High was a little bit unlucky last start, but this is a weak gutted thing. I mean, it's had 10 goes, never run a place yet. Always seems to find a lot of trouble, but it's working well, and probably if it was ever going to win a race, this is probably its best chance. Magical Beam sat 3 and 4 wide for the entire trip last time and kept coming and ran second. Drawn wide again, so probably be out there again. No great favours. Brilliant Light. Now this is the interesting one. They come out of the same race as Magical Beam. It was drawn wide as well and sat out there very deep. This time drawn much better. Could get a lovely run just behind them. And Super Team. Now this has had a trainer change, and this has been working very well. Shame it drew a bad alley. If it had drawn a marble, this might have been one we could have had a go at, but I'm a bit loath to go for something drawn out wide here at the 1400. Interesting race. There might be a bit of value there. We'll wait and see what the market determines in the morning. Got 9 on top from 4, 13, 8. Small chances to 10, 7, 2 and 11. Race 2 we pass by virtue of unraced. We go to race 3. Down the straight. There's going to be a very, very short one here. Bundle of Joy, Trial Terrific. It's Cherry right for this. Douglas White's on it. That'll make guaranteed it'll start favourite, but this will be odds on. It's going to be hard to beat. It's drawn the right side of the track to get over to the outside rail, so that's got everything in its favour. I mean, it's never ever going to be a betting proposition for me, but it'll probably win. Danger's probably come from Roman Legend. It was a good win last start. It's gone forward in its track work. So, and Bad Luck Oriental Prosper drew barrier 1. It might have been able to give the favourite a bit of a shake. Had a drawn out wide with it, but from barrier 1, difficult task to get across. Couple of the horses drawn wide. Nobody But You, Meridian Treasure, and Sky Mascot. Although Sky Mascot much better on the all weather. Could figure into the placings at a big price, as can Pearl Star. Now this is this has been shown a fair bit at the track, but not producing in the races. They've brought it back to 1,000 metres down the straight, so it could be one at a massive price that might bob its head into the placings. 3 on top, Bundle of Joy from 7, 6, 1, 12, 11, 9 and 2. Race 4, unraced, so we pass. We go to race 5. Southern Springs, it's up in class, but down a fair whack in weight. Beat very moderate class 5 field. This is not much better. Most of these are a bunch of beetles. Wouldn't need to improve very much to put 2 together here. I think it's got a good chance. Dashing Super, this is drawn a marble, go straight to the front. I think this is probably the hardest to beat. Should be well in the market. Probably under the odds really, but CK Tong will make sure it's probably a couple of points longer than it should be. As long as he doesn't fall off it, it'll give you a good run for its money. Malayan Pearl, now this keeps promising an awful lot but never produces. Sooner or later it is going to produce a run. Probably not enough temper here for it. I think it'll get a little bit too far back, but it'll be coming home nicely. And Spurs On. Put in a good run last start. Track work's been terrific since. I think, barrier 12's never any great favours, and Douglas White's gone on it, so the value's probably gone out of it. It's probably legitimate 15 to 1 chance. It'll be half that. Golden Dancer now. This produced a terrific win first up last season at a big price and ran some pretty decent races after that. Its work's been good. Its trial was good. Wouldn't be surprised to see this run a good race. 14 on top from 5, 4, 7, 3, 1 and 8. Race 6. Cool Bean got cut in half last start at the Valley. Was probably going to be right in the finish. He went to try and keep the favourite blocked inside, missed the run, and then the favourite got through on his inside and took the run to win the race. They'd have just ridden to try and win instead of worrying about where the favourite was. This might have gone very close to winning last start. Probably goes better at the Valley than here. Excuse me, in the slightly easier races. But this is not overly strong, and there's quite a few of these that have got convictions. Amber Dragon stepping up from 14 to 1800. Yeah, it's a big step up, but it's probably got more upside than most of these, so I won't rule it out, but it's a bit of a task. Towering Storm. This was a very nice run last start. He buried it back in the ruck and then was weaving around looking for a run late and then ran it up the arse of everything over the last 100 metres. Nice job to try and hide it. I think this has got a good chance. It's a bit weak, but this is a weak race. Super Strike, always around the place from barrier 6. It should take up a nice spot. Percy Jackson's finally drawn a marble. This is trial terrific. If it runs up to that, it's got some chance in this race, but it is a weak gutted crab and it finds an awful lot of trouble most of the time. But a lot of the times it's drawn wide last season and he dragged it back to last. Maybe from the better draw he can get it up somewhere midfield on the rails. Might give you a run for your money. And Todos Consuete, this has finally drawn a marble. Very interesting riding change with Purton going on. I think that signifies that this is probably close to showing something now. It's been gelded, so probably got its mind on the job a bit better. In the end, 13 on top. Could be a bit of value from 6, 12, 11, 4, 1 and 5. Race 7, the sprint down the 1,000 metre chute. Eagle Regiment, high order horse. Trial terrific, 60 kilos, a little bit of a concern, giving a lot of these weight. But it is the best horse in the race without a doubt. California Bounty goes terrific down the straight. It's going to lead from the outside draw. Should grab the grandstand rail straight away. It's going to give them something to catch. Captain Sweet, Go Baby Bo and Frederick Engels look the best of the rest. For me, it looks a race in 2. California leads. The other one depends on how close it can hold up early. If it can hold up within 2 or 3 lengths of it at the 500, should get over the top of it. 1 to beat 7. Small chances to 3, 4, 2 and 5. Race 8. Another good quality race. Many good horses coming back here off a spell. There's a couple of them that have trialled reasonably well, although it looks like they may need the one hit out. Bullish Champions had the runs, drawn barrier 2 with 55.5. This should ping straight to the front. That'll give them something to catch. Destined to Glory. The barrier is absolutely no help to it, but it'll go back anyway. If he rides it quiet, waits for one sprint at the 300, it's capable of getting over these. It did beat Ambitious Dragon over this distance last season. Ambitious Dragon would smash these. So I think it has to be considered. Goal Fun probably needs a mile, but it's got a good chance in a race like this. Packing okay. Now, this was a very nice run first up, and this has a bad habit of popping up at massive prices when no one expects it. I wouldn't be ruling it out. I think Akeed Mofid and Real Specialist from the futures point of view, they are the 2 that have got the way more upside than most of these. May need this run, but they are more than capable of winning a race like this. Finished up 7 on top from 12, 5, 6, 4, 2 and 10. Race 9, one of the tougher races. There's a lot of place chances here. I think Vital Gold, this is its race. Looks cherry ripe for a race like this. May consider playing a DT here, banking it. I think it's got a very good chance. Victory Masters trialled well, and its track work's been solid. Goes well fresh and goes good this track and distance. Scarlet Carmelia, another one that goes well fresh and is working and trialling well. Got a chance. Smoky here is Bubble Chic. Now this has been, track work has been very, very good. They've sharpened this up very nicely, and I think this could be one at a price that might jump into the placings. Of the rest, Genki Twin, Shiny Day with no weight, 49 kilos, probably go to the front. If they leave it alone, might give them something to run down late. And chances to why not. Finished up 9 on top from 6 to 7, 8, 14 and 12. The last race, I don't believe there's a great deal of depth here. I think the win comes from either 13 Glacier Blue or 9 Glorious Sunday. I think one of these two is going to win the race. Could be a second leg DT option, double bank these two for units. Of the rest, Mr. Nocky, it's going all right. Bobo Express has improved a little bit. Jolly Victor goes well fresh, but the barrier's no help to it, unfortunately. And of the rest, Invictus and Ho in 1 and even Multi Victory all got some place chance. But I think 13 beats 9 from 10, 12, 1, 3 and 2. Thanks for tuning in, guys. The spring attack will be starting on the weekend. I have put up a betting strategy on the Hong Kong Sky High site, so go there and have a bit of a read. I will send an email out probably tonight or tomorrow with the same details and a little bit of information. Thanks for tuning in. If you play tomorrow, good luck, and I'll be doing additional previews for the weekend racing as we get through towards the end of the week. Good night, everybody.